All right. First off here, can I have you say your name for me?
Yeah, I'm Robert Tellis.
All right, Robert. First question here. What is your reaction?
If you don't mind, I'm sorry. My apologies. I know we didn't really kind of get into this. We're kind of jumping into it, but I really, frankly, want to just, if I can, as I've spoken with other folks from the media, I'd like to speak about this domestic violence issue that's come out in the news.
Yeah, what do you have to say about that?
So, um, I've tried to live my life doing good by others. I've always done that. Unfortunately, I have ADHD, and with that comes I guess, a kind of a tendency to go overboard when it comes to, I guess, eating things, or, when I was a little kid, I was fat. And when I got older, when I started drinking, I would drink one drink, but one would turn into a dozen before I knew it. I just would drink until I blacked out. And for a long time, and of course, I didn't drink every day. It's on those days where I would drink, I couldn't control myself. If I had one, I had to have a dozen, and I'd black out, not knowing what I did the next day. And I tried to tame it. I wanted to be like everybody else. I wanted to be like people who could have one or two drinks and not black out. And so I did that for quite a bit of my adult life. Like I said, whenever I'd go out to functions or whatever, I would, unfortunately, by the time I got home, I'd be blacked out. And regretfully, when I had a couple of years ago, when I blacked out, it scared my wife and it scared my kids. I didn't hurt them, but I scared them enough to call the police on me. And after that day, I stopped drinking. I said, I'm not perfect, and I just wanted to try to, I just want to try to do my best and be the best person I can be. And so I just wanted to explain what occurred with that domestic violence charge.
Yeah, that night in 2020. Since then, how was your relationship with your wife since that point?
It's good. It's good. We're talking every day. I've, frankly, we actually had plans for the whole family to go to Life is Beautiful this weekend. We had the tickets for the five of us. We have a great relationship. She forgave me for that, and things were going well.
Well, what do you?
We're still close, me and my wife and I.
So what do you have to say for the charge you're facing now?
Unfortunately, I can't comment on it, obviously, given that it's ongoing, and I hope you understand.
Are you able to talk about you and your wife now? You guys work together?
Again, we have a wonderful relationship. Obviously, things are a little difficult here with respect to working together per se, but we love each other very much. And
well, how would you describe your relationship with Gehrman?
I didn't have a relationship with Mr. German per se, so.
Did you ever try to work with him on any stories in the past?
No, sir.
I guess DNA evidence and certain evidence found at your home, links you to this. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't comment on the case. I'm sorry.
Have you talked with your wife since you've been arrested?
Yes, I have.
And what are you able to say what you've told her?
Again, obviously I love her, and, just talking about family.
What would you say to those past allegations of a hostile work environment, sexual misconduct in the workplace?
I've we did in that office was very important and very good. We did have a lot of accomplishments. We were able to change laws to support families in probate. The office was running very, very well, and unfortunately there was some folks who just weren't happy with the changes because it affected their pocketbooks, and it's unfortunate the way that things went down.
Did you murder Jeff Gammon?
Again, sir, I cannot comment on the case in any respect whatsoever, sir.
What was your role at the county? What was your day-to-day job?
I was a probate administrator for probates where families are not stepping in, either because they haven't been found or because they'd like for us to handle those cases for them.
Are you aware that Rita Reed did an interview with ABC?
I've heard, but again, I wouldn't have any comment on it.
So no reaction to Rita Reed talking to ABC about this whole situation?
No.
Is there anything you want people to know about you?
It's just really, again, that I am someone who is human. I've, all my life, tried to do great work for people. I used to volunteer, donate, and just generally try to help anybody who needed my help.
So what y'all think about him?
And so that's who I am. If anyone wants to believe otherwise, that's their choice, but I'm just somebody who's trying to do his best to be a good person.
What is your reaction to this whole thing? I mean, you being arrested, the allegations you're now facing. What is your reaction to this and Garman's murder, just in general?
Again, I really can't comment on it. I'm sorry.
Can you talk about if you plan to plead guilty or not guilty?
No, I'm sorry.
Do you have any message today for your family?
They know that I love them very much, and my friends as well. That's pretty much what the message is. I do love them so very much.
What was your initial reaction to hearing about Jeff Gammon being murdered?
Again, I unfortunately can't comment on it.
You can't mention anything about Gammon whatsoever?
Y'all think these interviews help them or hurt them?
Have you worked with him at all in the past? And on any stories in general?
No.
With those previous stories that he had published, obviously you read them and you tweeted about them and everything, and you obviously had a reaction from them, thinking he was going through your trash at some point. What do you say about all of that?
Again, my apologies, but I really can't comment on that.
So that 2020 domestic violence, we just saw the body camera footage yesterday, and it appeared that you were arguing with police and intoxicated, and you did face a resisting arrest. What is your reaction knowing that body cam footage is now out there and people are seeing the actions that happened in it?
Again, I frankly hadn't seen it. I don't know what I was doing. I blacked out. So I was not in control. I don't know medically, scientifically, what exactly was in control, but I was not conscious. And I think people who have drinking problems understand what I'm talking about. I don't know that someone like yourself has ever experienced it, but frankly, honestly, the first that I heard about my actions with the police was here today with an earlier news station. So I had no idea the extent of what had happened, and again, that is obviously one of the reasons that I quit drinking.
Yeah, talk about that. You said you quit drinking. Did you not drink since then, or do you drink a little bit, or what's your relationship?
I don't have one. My wife and I had a flute of champagne for our but I don't drink anymore. Again, the costs were just, and the risks were too high.
Do you know what happens with your position now at the county?
I do not.
Have you been in talks with the county at all about what's next?
I have not.
So at the county, is someone else overseeing your job, or do you know anything about that, or has that kind of been pushed to the side?
The work is ongoing. Absolutely.
Are you able to do any of the work from there, or is it all no longer working on it?
I don't know if I'm not sure. That anyone's interested in any of that. Frankly, I'm sorry.
I just, for the record, I mean, so you basically don't want to comment at all on the charge you're facing now and why you're in jail.
Correct. Again, I don't know if I'm sure you understand that obviously there are, while this thing is working its way through the legal process, I can't comment.
I mean, is there anything that you want the public to know, though? I mean, we're here talking to you, and I'm sure that...
No, I understand, and again, like I said, I made my statement, and I hope you understand, again, I know that, I've got to take the advice of attorneys and just not speak about the situation,
Yeah, alright, so what is your, moving forward, can you talk about your plans in court Tuesday?
No, I cannot, I'm sorry.
Is there anything you want anybody to know about where you might have been when this happened to the gunman?
Again, I can't comment, I'm sorry.
Do you, I don't know if you can comment on this, but do you think that the motives, can you see why these motives kind of put you in this position? The police kind of say about these articles and such?
Yeah, no, it's the same again, I'm sorry, I can't comment.
Anything else you want anybody to know about you and the situation or anything?
No.
No, sir, thank you. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience.
Alright, this is your last chance to say anything with us.
No, I understand. Again, just wanted folks to know that, again, I'm just a guy who's trying to do his best.
So you can't answer whether or not you have murdered Jeff Gannon?
I, again, cannot comment on the case. I'm sorry, sir.
Alright, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Bye-bye.